Dating is hard, or so I've heard. I don't know. It's pretty easy for me. Everything just goes 100% perfect and smooth all the time for me. But that's just me. On Reddit, it's hard. And we've got a story here from our relationships, and it's a doozy, and it's a bit long, but we're gonna go through it. I believe in us. So me and my boyfriend have been together for 8 months now. He comes from a rough home life, and his friends are bums. He's finally coming around and learning how to save money and not rely on anyone. That's great. He's on that Dave Ramsey. Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you. I don't mind ever helping him or getting him dinner. I love to spend money and I have it to spend, so I'd rather use it for the both of us. To preface this, I was with my ex since I was 12. Originally from the South, met him in church. We got engaged at 18 but quickly called it off and broke up because that's not what we wanted and we weren't for each other, but I got to keep the ring. My current knows of this. I keep it in a box in my nightstand. Man, it's so interesting to me how young Christians get married. Like, I'm a Christian and like, I understand why they get married young. At least I understand one reason, and it's to prevent temptation to do married people things, you know, because that's not good. And like, they want to get married as soon as possible so they face less of that temptation and they can do the married people things in the right setting. And I think that's interesting. It's super interesting. She was engaged at 18. That's like, as soon as she could be engaged, she was engaged. That's cool. That's fun. She got to keep the ring. That's kind of interesting as well. It's weird. I'm not gonna pretend it's not weird. It's really, really weird, but it's interesting for sure. Imagine your girlfriend keeping a ring from the first guy who proposed to her. That's just so weird, man. And like, later you're gonna read that like she looks at it when she's sad. Why? I mean, I understand why. I'm not trying to be mean. A lot of people in Reddit comments, they like give answers like they're trying to solve your problem without like understanding that that's hard to do. Sometimes they'll tell you, oh, just break up with this guy, but like, that's hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need to counsel someone. You need to be like, no, I know it's gonna be tough for you, but like, you need to do this for your sake, his sake. He needs to realize what he did was wrong. He can't go to a next relationship with this in mind. People will just be like, leave the stuff at the door. That's the end of that. Tell him to never contact you again. I mean, that's good advice, but like, it's tough to do, and like, it's hard for someone to read that and just do it. You need to give people a step-by-step plan, especially for something they've never done and that they feel like they can't do. But I digress. This is weird. This is weird behavior. It's completely normal. Everybody, I'm sure like at least half the population would keep that ring, but it's just so weird, and it makes things weird moving forward. And people are gonna say things like, no, it depends on like, if you're secure. If you're insecure, then it'll bother you that your girlfriend has a ring from her past relationship. Like, I don't think it has to do with being insecure. It's just weird. It's so weird. I mean, I understand. And people do other things like they'll keep a hoodie their ex-boyfriend gave them and they'll wear it all the time and they'll smell it to like feel good. That's so weird. Like, I get it's a piece of clothing, but it's weird. And I don't think you're insecure for not wanting that to continue happening. That's so weird. But anyway, that's really not what this is about, but it actually kind of is. I've been sick for weeks, and today I started feeling some painful pressure in my ear, and he had an ear infection. Her current boyfriend had an ear infection a few months ago, and he said he had some leftover medicine in his bag, in his closet. So he was at work, so she went in to go get the medicine, and she found her ring in his tiny pocket. Gasp. Oh my gosh, what on earth? I don't know why I was searching in this pocket anyways, because it's seriously like a pencil pocket, whatever that is. I was just being nosy. I don't know how to even bring this up. I'm so hurt that he takes something that meant a lot to me. How do I even mention I was looking through his bag without upsetting him? How do I even move past this without the concern of him ever doing it again? I'm lost and need advice. That's crazy. Man, Redditors, bro. They've got interesting lives, I cannot deny. And like I said earlier, the comments are all clear cut. Change the locks, block his number. Don't be upset. Don't be like scared of upsetting the thief. Did you confirm that that's your ring and your ring isn't where it's supposed to be? She's like, yeah, I confirmed. And then there's like, yeah, well then just like leave his stuff at the door and never talk to him again. That's pretty much it. That's all the comments. And I think they're right, but like at the same time, I think she needs to talk to him. She probably needs to look at him different after this because of this. That's tough, especially because like he comes from a rough home, and I really don't want that to like dictate the rest of his life and that to be a filter through which you look at his decisions. But the fact of the matter is that will dictate the rest of his life, and that will be a filter through which you look at his decisions unless he acts differently. And he's kind of acting not so good. I don't think he stole it to go sell it. I mean, maybe he did. He could have, possibly. I don't know. Sometimes people don't know people as well as they think they do. So maybe your boyfriend is that type of guy. but I'm not making that claim. He doesn't have to be that type of guy for this to be a bad thing. He shouldn't have taken the ring. He should have told you he feels uncomfortable with the ring, which is what I think is the case. And, you could have moved forward from there. But for him to just steal the ring from you for an unknown period of time is not a good thing. And any resolution to this issue needs to be with the fact that he did that in mind. He did that. He might do a similar thing again in the future. This is not good. This is not good. That's what I have to say. I don't think it's an instant breakup, but it's like 90% chance of breaking up, low chance of moving forward type of situation. Bye.